Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. Time for day 3 of baked potatoes. My pile's going down a little bit, but there should be enough for the rest of the week. So I thought about it. I'm like, you haven't shared with them your new technique of doing the baked potatoes, and it works beautifully. So I am gonna show you what I learned on another video, and I think it works better than doing all the hole poking and all that good stuff. So obviously wash your potatoes first. Then here at the very end, make a small slice into your potato. And that way it has a chance for everything to vent and to cook inside without doing all those pokes. And I think that it's actually helped with the cooking of them. And then when I cut, it helps to spread them out a little bit. I learned this on this random channel that I'd never watched before, and I was like, let me try that. And that's actually how I've been doing my potatoes this week, and it seems to help them out a lot. I mean, it still takes the hour to do them and all that good stuff, but just still, yeah. So then I take some of my olive oil and I spray it on each one. Today's going to be a super easy video. I'm starting a little bit earlier because Tom gets out in a half hour. The potatoes won't be done yet, but Courtney's not with them, so he'll want to talk the whole way. So I thought, well, let's get those potatoes in there, and then we can get the video started so that I can talk the whole way with them. So just rub those in. They don't have to be real greasy, and you know, I mean, you can, but I see some that just make them so greasy that it's crazy. You don't have to do it like that. Let me wipe my hands here a little bit. Actually, the olive oil feels good on your skin. So then I just take my regular sea salt. And not all of it stays on there. So if you think, oh my gosh, I'm using too much salt, believe me, a lot of it comes off. Alright, now I'm going to put those in my 350 oven. And I'm going to set my timer first for 60 minutes. I can promise you it's not going to be done before 60, so I will set them for 60 minutes. And then I'll check them then. Usually it takes about 70 minutes because these are actually pretty big potatoes. So, you know, and honestly, only one bad one out of all of them, you guys. And, you know, honestly, for $5.99, this has really been a great way to stretch out meals. And not saying that you need to do potatoes like that every day, but if you can run into a deal like that, you can save a ton of money on your groceries. And right now, I think a lot of us need that. So I'll be back when they're done, and we'll go to the next step. So Tom is out of work, and he's on his way home. It takes over an hour to get here, so not in a big hurry. So today I'm going to use chili stuffed. Now, if you remember, I made a whole bunch of extra chili, and I have some in smaller containers, and I did some of those 1-cup portions. But I decided that I want to use the bigger one. And I thought it was thawed out completely, and it's not. But I thought I'd use the bigger one, and then I could actually send some with Tom to work, whatever's left, and I can have some for lunch tomorrow too. Because we both really like chili, and I made a mess. See that? Nothing new. So I'm going to get that chili heated up, and I will do 6 potatoes because I want one for lunch tomorrow. as well. The potatoes aren't quite done yet, but they will be shortly. So far they went 45 minutes. And sometimes because they are big potatoes, they take a bit. So let's check them. I have to say the potatoes cooking smells so good. And the potatoes are done. So let's pull those out. Now I'm going to leave my oven on. Look, aren't they beautiful? Look at those, you guys. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're cooked. I always put a fork in them, but you can tell by the tops if they're done or not. So I do want them to cool down a little bit because they're going to be just way too hot to touch right now. So what I've decided to do for a side dish today is, let's get that put together real quick while we're waiting. Now, you know, both of us really like cottage cheese, so, and I know this is a rice paddle, but I do like to use it for smaller things. I think it works great as a regular spoon too, so I do know that it's for rice. So let's put a little bit in each bowl. So instead of a veggie today, it's going to be protein and a fruit. I was like, what did I do with my lid? Now, if you remember back a couple weeks ago, I actually cut up some strawberries. And I took the whole package out because I am going to use it for tomorrow too. So we're just going to put some strawberries on top. Just like that, and it's going to be our side dish. And then we'll use it tomorrow as well and use them up. So when you have extras or you get some that are getting close to being, you know, bad or whatever, get them cut up and freeze them. So I am going to let this chili heat up and let these cool down a little bit, and then I'll be back and we're going to put together one heck of a good dinner. So I thought I'd bring you back real quick while the chili is still heating up. It was only frozen still on the inside, so it's just not hot yet. So I've been taking my little tiny knife here and cutting it in half. Not half, but you know, not all the way through. And then I push the ends up, just like so. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking that and kind of freeing it from the side a little bit, which I'm sure you guys all know how to do this, but for those that don't, and I'm kind of just mushing it up on the inside so that you can have, you know, nice bites of potato, but yet be able to fill everything in. So then I've been taking it and pushing it down so that I can fill it with really nice portions. So when it's done, it looks kind of like this. So I'm going to finish those up, and maybe by the time I get that done, they'll be ready to go. Alright, so the chili is heated up now too. Now, you guys can do this however you want. If you want to add onions to it, if you want to add whatever you want to it, you can. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese in the bottom of each one of these because I want them to be a cheesy chili potato. So I'm going to add a little bit on the bottom. And if you want to spread it open a little bit farther, you can. And I'm using a slotted spoon on this because I don't want it to be all liquid. I want it to be chili as well. And if it goes over the side, that's okay. Scoop that right onto the plate when you serve it. Because believe me, nobody's going to complain about extra chili. Unless you just don't like chili. So anything that drips off to the side, put that right on your plate. So see, today is giving you permission to be a messy cook. Look at that. Now, if you have canned chili, you know, that you bought at the store, or if you've canned your own, whatever it happens to be, or you make your own chili, it all works. It all works really good. So I'm going to go through and just add a little bit more to the top. Because I want it to be messy. I want it to be, when you open up that potato, like you've got a nice full potato. Then I'm going to take that cheese, which is going to be another messy part, but that's quite all right too. Look at that. You get that cheese put on the top of there. Like I say, if you want to do onions or green peppers or anything to decorate the top, you can do it. If you want to do red chili flakes, that's just a few of the things I thought of. And then when I scoop these onto the plate, I'm going to scoop that melted cheese and everything else along with it. So it might not be as pretty on the plate, but I guess it'll be really filling. So I'm going to put those back in the 350 oven. And I'm going to let that cheese get nice and melty. Boy, they're a lot heavier when you put stuff in them. And then I have this much chili left. And so I'm going to send Tom with a bowl. And then I'll save a bowl here at home for me too. But before I serve that up, I might just actually keep it heated up. And then that way, if he wants to pour more over his potatoes, he can. Who said you can't add more after you open them up? So I am going to let that get all nice and melty, come back. He is on his way home, so I'll probably have to reheat everything up, but that's okay. I'll have to get one put in a bowl for him for work tomorrow. But see, I put frozen chili to work. This week, you guys, I have not spent a whole lot of money, anything. You know, if you want to design a potato or any other meal, see what's in your pantry. See what you can use up in your freezer. Let's bring down those grocery bills. Let's, you know, maybe not do potatoes every day, but Tom's loving it, to be honest. He is loving it. Loving it. So that's a good thing. He's a hard worker. He should be able to have something he loves. And I'm seriously going to do that 5-pound bag. I did, as of right now, they still have it. I asked them. And so hopefully we'll have a bunch of great rice dishes next week too. I'll be back when that's done. Good thing we can reheat all this stuff up, because he's stuck in an accident. That side of Howell. So yeah, it could be a minute. So I ended up getting each of us a potato for tomorrow for lunch. And then I have this small bowl of chili for him. And then I have some chili over here left. So I asked him, I said, what would you think if I broke open your potatoes, you know, so that they'd be taking up the whole plate, and pour more chili and cheese on top? And he's like, yeah, let's do that. At first he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, how do I just put a cold potato on the plate for you? He's like, no. So here we go. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, so yummy. And then, of course, I have to take a small bite and taste it myself. Let's make sure I get some potato in there. Oh. Love it. And actually, I should have only made 5 potatoes, and I made 6. So I said to Jack, you want to eat over here tonight, or you just want to come pick a potato up? He goes, I'll come get a potato. So when he seen it was chili, he's like, I'll take that. So I am going to break his apart, put more chili on it, and some more cheese, and then we'll heat him up when he gets close, and we'll let him taste test. I came to talk to a taste test. So, we'll see you back at the table. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
You're actually home before 5:30.
Yeah.
So this is what I did. I broke both of his potatoes apart, put more chili and cheese on it. Not that that breaks your heart, does it?
Not even a little bit.
Everybody's like, what kind of potatoes did you have? And that would the guy said at work. You didn't even let me get to smell it, he said, right?
Well, it was already gone. Just, I didn't get a chance to even sniff it. You want to smell my breath? He says, no. Gross, he says.
I think they live vicariously through Tom because he gets all different kinds of stuff brought into work. What do you think?
Yeah.
And they know this is potato week, huh?
Yeah. I told him it was potato week.
Look at that.
Desiree said thank you so much.
Oh, did she? Did she like them?
Yeah, she says she opened one up yesterday.
Nice. Desiree's the girl that we canned all the mixed vegetables for. So we're going to let him eat because you know he's not going to put it down until they're all gone. But you do have cottage cheese with strawberries over there too.
I see that.
Alrighty, so we're going to let him eat. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a wonderful night.